Hi guys, my name is Naachi and welcome to a new video. So today we're gonna do something a little bit different. We are gonna make some cute small sculptures that I gifted to some of my best friends for Christmas this year. And I worked with polymer clay for the first time and make these sculptures out of polymer clay. I never done this before, and instead of just keeping this all a secret and not showing this, I thought, you know what, I'm just gonna film it, and then after Christmas I can upload it and show you guys and maybe walk you through the process of me making these cute sculptures. I hope you guys are gonna enjoy this video. Also, if you are into making sculptures yourself and you have been working with polymer clay yourself before, feel free to leave some tips down in the comments, because this was actually really hard, but I tried my best and I hope you guys enjoyed the video. So really quick before we get into this whole thing, I want to give a huge shout out to Ace of Clay, who is a YouTuber here on YouTube who is making a lot of sculptures out of polymer clay. I have been watching his videos for quite a while, and he's actually the reason why I wanted to do a little bit more of a personalized gift this year and work with polymer clay myself. If you don't know him, please make sure to check him out. He's amazing. He also does like small tutorial videos and what you can buy if you are a new beginner to polymer clay. Don't listen to me, because I don't know what I'm talking about, and I'm just talking about my personal experience and in no way good at giving you guys any good tips here. But yeah, let's jump into it. I made some different attempts at this. So because I've never worked with this before, it was quite hard to envision something in a 3D space like I normally draw. So everything I draw is 2D. It's always down on a paper, and envisioning something that is actually gonna be standing in front of me and has like multiple angles to it was kind of hard. I wanted to make sculptures that look like cute animals. I made 5 in total, but I wanted to make a bunny, an owl, a fox, a cat, and a bear. And in the beginning I thought, okay, you know what, honestly, like watching Ace of Clay is like, this looks easy, can't be that hard, can it? Okay, it's hard. It's so hard. Oh my god, this was so hard. I wanted to go with like a lot of detail, like even though it's just like small animals, I'm gonna make them so cute and so detailed. They're gonna look so realistic. Bad idea. Bad. Don't think you're good at this. You're not. I'm not good at this. Look at this. What did I do? This was my first attempt at a bunny, and it looks so horrible. I hated it. I just took everything apart again. I had some aluminum foil in the middle, so I wouldn't use too much of my polymer clay. So I just used it in the middle and then just sculpted the polymer clay around it. So I just took all of the polymer clay off again so I could reuse it. Thank God this stuff is reusable. Thank God it doesn't get dried out very quick, so you can just use it the whole time, which is nice. This was my second attempt at a bunny, and this took me around, I want to say 3 or 4 hours. Like, I wanted to get it really smooth, because I was going more simple after all, so I thought like, okay, at least everything needs to be very smooth. There shouldn't be any like fingerprints on, there's not supposed to be any hair, any dust on it. It didn't work. It didn't work. Like, I even baked it and it looks nice, but it was just too much work. Like, I was not sure. Like, the bunny worked out, sure, but I wanted to make a bear. How on God's green earth am I gonna make a bear like this? I don't know. And the wire was sticking out of the ear and just didn't work. I baked this. I kept this for myself, and we should never talk about this bunny again. He's cute, but he will never be finished. I tried, and I think it was a good learning experience and a good practice, but after this I went into an even more simplified version to get all the figurines and all the sculptures done. So this is my third and final attempt, going even more simple on these sculptures. And this is also the attempt where everything worked out and it looked nice. So I just decided on going on these oval shapes and giving them faces. I know. It sounds so ridiculous because it should be easy, but it wasn't. I'm I don't know how to explain this. I feel like I am maybe creative when I draw, but I'm not good crafting stuff. This looks so easy, but it's so hard. I don't know. The polymer clay, like at the beginning, it's always too hard, and then you soften it, and then it just gets really, really soft. And then I had clay softener on top of that I used from time to time, so the clay got even more soft, and then it stuck to my feet. It was a whole thing. It was a whole thing. But yeah, this is my attempt at making the first sculpture. It's the small bear, and I'm gonna say the bear was the easiest one, and probably also one of the sculptures I liked the most at the end. There was sadly something at the end where I put some varnish on him, which made the colors not look very great anymore, but just the sculpture itself, I like it a lot. It's very simple, it's very cute, and I love it. So after making the bear, which was the first one, I decided to make some small aluminum foil balls that are in the same height as the bear, so I knew that everyone is gonna look the same at the end, and not one of the sculptures is getting too tall or the other one is getting too small. And after making the bear, I started working on the fox, and the fox is probably the one that took me the longest. I cut out a lot of it because it was a lot of close-up working with having my face, like basically my nose was touching the clay basically. So I didn't film a lot of it. It took a lot of time to make it. The owl was very easy. It's basically like, it just got wings and a beak, and that's it. The bunny was harder again because the bunny has those really, really long ears. And for the ears, I put some wire in there just to make sure that they wouldn't fall off. I did that in the first 2 attempts as well, but it didn't work very well. So the third time now I made sure to put enough clay around the wire so it wouldn't show after baking. And it worked out pretty well, so I'm happy about that, but it made me a little bit uncomfortable, to be honest. The last little sculpture I made is the cat. He just got some ears and then a cute little tail, and that's basically it. I also tried to form his face beforehand. I didn't do that for the other ones, but I wanted to do that for the cat because I wanted to give the cat like one of those grumpy faces because I thought that would be cute. So he got his whole face shaped out from the beginning. So after I was done with that, I just made sure that none of my sculptures had too many fingerprints on them. And honestly, as I said, it's like, it looks so easy, but you get fingerprints on them non-stop. I have skin. I'm sorry. It's just, it happens. And there's dust everywhere. It's terrible. It's absolutely terrible. How did I think this would be a good idea? Oh, maybe, I don't know. But I ended up, I just put some more clay softener on them just to make them more smooth. And then I basically baked all the sculptures. I think they looked really, really good. I also think they turned out good after I baked them. But some of them still had fingerprints on them. Like, you couldn't see it like a lot, but it shows. It shows. If you look closely like I do, it's like, it shows. So after that, I read both online and I also saw in YouTube videos that you are supposed to use acrylic paint for your polymer clay sculptures. And I used acrylic paint, but I surely used the wrong acrylic paint because I don't know why, but it needed so many layers. And I just took the acrylic paint I had at home. I didn't want to buy new acrylic paint for this. So yeah, just used the stuff I had at home, but it felt so thin, and the polymer clay after it was baked felt like a very smooth surface. So it felt like my acrylic paint was moving on top of the sculpture. So it needed like around 4 to 5 layers, some of the figurines, until it felt like it had a consistent color and wasn't patchy in any way. So that took a long time, and it frustrated me because I think the colors didn't turn out very well. I was so happy about the sculptures that when I started doing the paint on top, I was very upset at how patchy and uneven everything looked. But this is a bunny. That's the first one I finished. It's just like a cute little face. And as I said, they are extremely simple, but the whole process of making these sculptures took me probably 2 full days because I'm not used to it. I actually feel really bad about it. I feel like I should be able to do this better and be better at it, but I'm not. And I'm really terrible at it. And even making like small details, like it's such a simple sculpture, but making like small details like the eyes or the noses took me so long. And coloring took me so long as well, because sometimes I just like smudged it out in different places and then I needed to go over that same surface again. And then, as I said, the color wasn't really opaque enough and it was moving around on top of the sculpture. It was a whole process. But the bear turned out really, really cute as well. You're gonna see him one more time at the end. And this one is the owl. I wanted to keep the owl a little bit of white and then also give it some brown. And I think it turned out really good too. Like overall, I think like all of them turned out really nice and I like them. I just wish they were better. Like they are so simple, they should be better. The fox one took me probably, again, the longest because he also has the most details because of his whiskers and his little beard he has. And the fox was also the one I was most intimidated by and also the most uncomfortable with because I wasn't sure if I'm gonna like him at the end. But he turned out to be one of my favorites. Like he ended up looking so cute and I'm really, really happy with him. So that was a lot of fun, but it also took such a long time. And just like looking back at because I'm recording this voiceover while looking at the video, it took such a long time, and just seeing the time lapse of me doing this and how simple these figurines look. God, I'm really bad at this. I'm not good at making sculptures. I would like to try again in the future. I still have some polymer clay left and I would like to make something more interesting in the future. But I think for starting out, this was more than enough. This was big enough of a challenge. Oh, with the cat, yeah, now we are looking at the cat, and the cat was, yeah. I like how the cat turned out, but I wish the colors would just have worked better with me. As I said, everything looks like it's smeared out a lot, and I don't know. I love these, but I'm a little bit unhappy by how poorly I made them. But yeah, that's me and the process of me making these small, cute sculptures. I hope you like how they turned out. I try to decorate everything a little bit so they look cuter. As I said, I really like how the fox turned out with his little blush in his cheeks, and the bunny I like a lot too. The owl looks really cute too. I think the one I'm most sad about is the cat, because I wish I would have got the colors a little bit more pretty than what I did, but I tried my best. So, yeah. So this was the whole video. I hope you guys liked how my sculptures turned out. It was a lot of fun to make these, but also a lot of work. If I think about how long this actually took me, I'm like kind of amazed by how other artists and other people can work so much faster than me. But it was my first time and I'm really happy how these turned out. My friends liked them a lot, and I'm really, really grateful for having such amazing friends who like the small silly things I make for them. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Give it a thumbs up if you liked it, and maybe subscribe to the channel to see more content from me in the future. And I wish you all an amazing 2020. Bye bye.